All right, welcome to Uplift African Studios. Our primary objective is making life easy for people in UAE, especially for Africans in UAE. My name is Mr. Smith, and this evening I happen to take you through a journey that will lead you to your teaching career. First of all, I would like to take us through the misconception that actually has to do with teaching jobs for Africans in UAE. In fact, when I got here in UAE, the first Ghanaian I came into contact with, I told the person I want to teach. I want to continue what I was doing in Ghana. That's what I have passion for. Basically, what he told me was that in order for you to be able to teach in UAE, you have to school here in UAE. Without you schooling in UAE, there is no way you can actually teach as an African. And I got in touch with about 2-3 people, and the story seems to be repeating. It's like it's in everyone's mind. You cannot come and directly come and start teaching here in UAE. You would have to school here in UAE. But apparently, I realized that it is not true. You don't necessarily have to school here in UAE. Once you have the necessary requirement, you are good to go. So in this video, I am going to outline the basic requirement, the process of applying, and what you have to do in order for you to be eligible for teaching careers in UAE. Let's not also forget the fact that the country is such that once you are qualified for the opportunity, your nationality does not matter. So, my African brothers, come out. Don't be in the kitchen with degrees. Come out, because Africans are very good. Come and let's make African proud here in UAE. So, I would then want to start with the basic requirement. First of all, to qualify for teaching jobs in UAE, you need a degree in education. That is the basic requirement. You need a degree in education. So maybe B.Ed Science, B.Ed Social Science, B.Ed Mathematics, B.Ed Physics, whatever. It depends on what you want to teach. Okay, so first of all, you need a B.Ed certificate. Okay, B.Ed degree. And then the next thing you would also need is your master's. Of course, the master's is going to place you in a higher chances of getting the job. So you have B.Ed Mathematics, right? Good. That is good for you. By then, if you have masters in mathematics and we are free applying for the same program, okay, for the same opportunity that has been advertised, then of course, if all of us are having degree and I have masters, I stand a higher chance of getting the job. So it is very good when you have masters. It gives you a higher ground, in selection. So you have your degree in the subject area you want to teach, and then you have your masters. Now you have made up your mind to go to UAE to go and teach. So first of all, you have these two. Now I have gotten to UAE. What do I do? Even before I go to UAE, what do I have to do? First of all, we need to attest your certificate from your home country. Whether you are coming from Kenya, from Nigeria, from Ghana, wherever you are coming from, the first thing you got to do is to attest your certificate from your home country. Then when you get to UAE, you locate your consulate. If it is Ghana, Ghanaian consulate in Dubai. If it is Kenya, Kenyan consulate in Dubai. If it is Nigeria, Nigerian consulate in Dubai. You take these same certificates to the consulate, and then you get it attested at your consulate as well. Now it's getting juicy, right? We are getting on track. Gradually, we are getting to our teaching career. So we've attested our certificate from our home country, and if attested at the consulate in UAE, what is the next thing to do? You have to take the certificate back to any typing center or any person you feel can help you do attestation with UAE as well. You need foreign affairs attestation. So 3 attestation is needed. 1 from your home country, 1 from the consulate of your home country in UAE, and then the foreign affairs, which basically usually you would have to do with the typing centers because they make it faster. Now, all of these I'm talking about, you would have to pay. For instance, attesting your document with the Ghanaian consulate in UAE will cost you 210 dirhams. That is approximately 850 Ghana cedis. Then attesting with the foreign affairs here in UAE also depends on which typing center is going to assist you. The price actually varies. Some typing centers are charging less, others are charging more. In the next video, I may look at some typing centers we have and their charges. All right, so now we are done with our attestation. What next? What next do we have to do? Okay, so you will need a teaching license in order for you to be able to teach in UAE. What is the process? How do I get a teaching license? Now my attestation is done. So when you are done with your attestation, you will need some of these agents that actually undertakes data flow and equivalency. Equivalency in the sense that your degree is coming from a different country, right? So the United Arab Emirates would want to see that the weight of your degree is equivalent to the weight of their degree. So they would want to issue an equivalency certificate for you. Now, this equivalency certificate, you will need some agencies, okay, which I'm going to outline in the next video to take you through this equivalency. So you then have to give the attested document to this agency, and then they will in turn run equivalency for you and then get you the equivalency. When you get the equivalency certificate and the data flow, this is going to take you minimum 3 months or 2 months, depending on your country. For Ghana, in order for you to get the equivalency, it will take you like 2 months because they have to coordinate with your university, they have to do data flow, a whole lot of processes are there. So it will take you 2 months to get the equivalency. Now, when you get the equivalency, you then apply for the teaching license exams. Without the equivalency, you cannot do that. So maybe 3-4 months is needed. So you don't just come and think that I was teacher from my country, so it's easy. No, you don't. It doesn't happen like that. That is why you have to prepare very well. That is why I am making this video to you, so that you will not come and think that within 2-3 days you will get it. Yes, it's possible. I got my teaching job in 2 weeks. I got it in 2 weeks, but you know, it varies. Okay, sometimes you might be too fortunate to get the job before you complete the process. Other than that, in order for you to stand a higher chance of getting the teaching job, you have to complete the process. So what do you have to do? Of course, you cannot stay in someone's country for 3-4 months without working, right? So you start the process and you start making your applications alongside. So I started my processes, and then I started making my application, and then within 2 weeks I had an interview. Then I went for the interview, and fortunately I had the chance. So I was doing the process alongside the teaching. That is great, right? You might not be that fortunate. You might be more fortunate. You might even come, and then within 2 days you will get the opportunity. But still you will need a teaching license, so you have to continue the process. So you get in here, you attest your certificate from home country, you attest your certificate at the consulate here, and then you target schools. This is where you have to be very smart and very tactical, as you would end up wasting your applications. The fact of the matter is that in most of the African countries, the most favorable curriculum for us here in UAE is the British and American curriculum. So because you need a teaching job, you are just applying to any school at all. No, that should not be the case. Because if you go to the school, you will have to teach. You will have to exhibit your teaching skills. Here is the case, you can only teach when you are familiar with the curriculum. This is the case, and that is why you will have to be very tactical in applying to the schools. So you have to first of all shortlist all the British curriculum schools around you. Because of course, Ghana, for instance, you are familiar with the British curriculum, and I know that most of the African countries were colonized by the British. So we adopted the British curriculum, and somewhere also the American curriculum. Of course, you cannot come and would want to teach it in a CBSE school. CBSE is purely Indian, and we don't do any Indian curriculum in Ghana. So of course, in that case, when you apply, count yourself out. You will not even be shortlisted because you are not familiar with the curriculum. So why waste your time to apply to these schools? Simply look out for the British curriculum and the American curriculums and then apply. Make sure you build a very good CV for yourself. Very, very good CV. I'm going to do videos on how to make teaching CV and then how to attend teaching interviews. But in today's video, we are concentrating on the process involved. So you prepare very well, you target these schools, and then you make your applications. Once you make your applications to these schools, you don't just make the application and relax. No, you have to follow up. Follow up with your applications. Go there. When you are given the opportunity or the interview, then of course you go there and prove yourself that you are capable. I'm going to end today's video here, and I'm going to make another video where I will be talking about your preparation you have to make. Now you have been given the opportunity, okay? You've been called for an interview. What do you have to do? How do you get yourself selected when you are called for the interview? Catch me in the next video. Let's look out for how to prepare for teaching interviews and how to get the opportunity to teach in UAE. Thank you, and subscribe to this channel. Reach out to me if you want to ask any questions, and I'll be there to help you. Bye-bye.